Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's good? What's good? What's good, everybody? What's popping? Yes, sir. Oh man, the comments I got earlier with my pregame video. Oh, the Pistons are gonna get stumped and all of this and huh? How did that turn out? Boy, boy, boy. So much sports going on today, man. I am all over the place. Ah, all right, man. There's 34 of y'all are here, so let me go ahead and get started. Pull the mic close and let's dive in. Detroit Pistons versus the Cavs. Pistons come out with the victory in the Rookie Bowl between Mr. Mobley and Cade Cunningham. Pistons win 150. Froze out a little bit for a second. Like I was saying, Cade Cunningham, 19 points, 10 rebounds, 10 assists, 3 steals tonight. Started the game slow, kept his composure, did what he had to do, showed up in big boy time to help the Pistons come out with the victory, man. Obviously, the guy of the night, besides Cade Cunningham, is Saddiq Bey, man. Saddiq Bey, 31 points tonight, man. Oh, my God. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, the Pistons, man, they kept fighting. They kept sticking close, man, coming within 5, coming within 3, until eventually it ran over, man, and the Pistons was able to muscle their way to the lead. And once they got that lead, they kept, man. It was definitely a growing up moment for a lot of those young guys out there. Because, like I said, in order for the Pistons to win this game, they had to do one thing: bring that energy, man. They brought that energy defensively. They did everything they could with those big guys out there going against Allen and Mobley is definitely a tall task. Garland was doing his best to destroy Corey Joseph out there. So, like I said, they was able to come through 38% from the 3-point line as a team for the Pistons. So, like I said, when they shoot well, you got a really good chance to win some basketball games. So, with that said, let's talk about some of the details and the stats of this game. Obviously, when you look at plus minus, only a couple of guys on the bad side of the plus minus, and that's Diallo and of course Corey Joseph. Corey Joseph ended with 2 points, -13 plus minus, man. 3 assists while he was out there on the floor for 27 minutes. So, like I said, we all for it. Killian Hayes coming off the bench has been a good thing for him. And Corey Joseph starting playing that point guard role, it hinders us on defense at times, but just for Killian's development, I mean, it's just something we got to deal with. So I have no problem what Dwayne Casey is doing in that instance. Let's look at a few of the other guys. Obviously, we talked about Cade, we talked about Saddiq Bey. 14 points for Isaiah Stewart was absolute man down there in the paint, especially in crunch time. In crunch time, he was definitely a man down there in that paint, man. What was it? 12 rebounds for Isaiah Stewart, man. 19 points for Mr. Frank Jackson. Frank Jackson was the guy that kept us in this thing, man. He has been keeping us in this thing with his shooting, man. When he is available in the game, he was hot. He was willing and dealing. He was definitely in his bag early in the game. So, with that said, Frank Jackson definitely was one of the pivotal points of this game that took us, where we needed to go going into the second half. Frank Jackson, plus 21 in the plus minus department. Everybody on the bench is in the plus department, by the way, in the plus minus. 15 points from Lyles tonight, 7 rebounds. And, of course, you got Corey Magruder with 5 points. He is plus 20 out there, 5 rebounds. Killian Hayes with 4 points, 6 assists, and a steal? Yeah, a steal. So, the bench, for what it's worth, has been doing what they need to do. The bench they had 29 of the first 32 points. The bench had 29 of the first 32 points of this game. So the bench they've been solid for us. You know what I'm saying? They've been doing what they got to do. I'm definitely proud with those guys. You know, we still do not have our guys back. We don't have our guys back. We don't have Olynyk. We don't have Jeremy Grant, you know. So, like I said, things can only get better. It can only get better. But games like this, you want to see your young guys go out and win. We're going against another young team. Obviously, they have some better veterans available. But we're going against another young team. You know what I'm saying? So, PB&J, anyone? Yeah, we all know Cade loves that peanut butter and jelly. So, with that said, you know, good victory for the Pistons. Obviously, we'll see if Cade gets the respect that he deserves tonight with this triple-double. Like I said, 19 points, 10 and 10 with 3 steals. And going up against Evan Mobley, those two are 1 and 2 at the top of the rookie ladder. So we definitely we should hear something. You know what I'm saying? They tend to not want to give this man his respect. He had a bad game last game, but, you know, he worked himself out of it. And it started with his passing and his effort plays, you know, going up for rebounds, tipping the ball to guys like Sadiq Bey. He did what he did, man. So showing his leadership, showing why we went out and we drafted Cade Cunningham, you know, all of those good things, especially in the second half and in crunch time, is a pleasing thing to watch. Very, very, very pleasing thing to watch. So, you know, like I said, the Pistons got to try to keep this type of energy consistent. It's a lot to ask when you don't have your veterans available with a lot of these young guys, but it's something that they're going to have to learn throughout the season. You know, the situation with Jeremy Grant, you know, like I said, whether the Pistons trade him or if they don't, you know, we need that veteran presence. You know, like I said, we need the veteran presence. We got to have him and Olynyk back with this team. I want to see what this team looks like with everybody available. We still have not had an opportunity to see that, obviously, because of injuries and the COVID situation. You know, the rumor out there about the extension for Jeremy Grant wants a 4-year, $100 million extension. Sounds about the right price to me. I wouldn't have a problem doing it if the Pistons want to keep him around for the future. 4 years, $100 million, Jeremy Grant for what he provides, fine. He's an asset to what we do have available on this roster. But if the Pistons go ahead and, you know, get an offer that's just, I mean, off the wall, crazy good for him, of course you got to make that type of move. You got to make that decision. But if it's not for an extension, you got to move on for him. You don't want him walking away from here for nothing. So we'll see what Troy Weaver does. Also, some rumors out there that it's a split in the front office about the Jeremy Grant situation. We've seen this before. I don't know how much to read into it, but at the end of the day, Troy Weaver is the guy that got to make that decision. So, you know, like I said, it's up to him. He got to do what he got to do. So when you look at it, man, when you look at it, the Pistons have an opportunity to still acquire at least some minimal pieces to help this team. You know, like I said, it probably can find a big man on a cheaper price if you want to do that with trade. But you got to look at it, man. At the end of the season, we'll be able to go on a free agency and go and get that big guy. We're still in year one of the development process in this rebuild. I know a lot of people don't understand the rebuild, but that's just how it works. We're not getting Halliburton 313 locked. You can forget about it, bro. They made it known that Fox and Halliburton are out the window. You are not going to get Halliburton. Please do not start with the crazy scenarios for these trades, bro. Like I said, the Pistons, if they do anything drastic, it's going to have to be for the right price. I don't think personally they're going to do something really big. I think it's just going to be some little subtle movement, but he's not going anywhere. He's staying in Sacramento, so forget it. But the Pistons do have an opportunity to make something of a smaller variety and try to at least get somebody to help with the rebound and the block shots. So, you know, we'll see what happens with that situation. You want Bagley, 0-16. Bagley is fine for the right price. If we giving up some second round picks or something like that, fine. Bagley's not going to help you on defense, and he's not going to help you too much rebounding. I want a real big. I want a 6'10", 6'10" or taller guy with some athleticism that can rebound and block shots. That's all I'm asking for. That's what we got to go and get. You know what I'm saying? So I want a true legit big, man. This league is full of bigs now. Like I told y'all before, the hype train with the small ball situation, you've seen that go out the window real quick. Everybody has bigs now. Everybody has bigs now. Yes, McGee is, you're right, Detroit guys. I don't want that. Drummond's not coming here either. Y'all tripping already. Y'all already tripping. It's hot. Y'all tripping, man. I'm taking my time out of some playoff football to come in here and talk to y'all. Give me some sensible stuff, man. Man, hell of a game so far with the Rams and the 49ers. That defense is fierce. Do you hear me? Yeah, man. And shout out to the Bengals, man, for shocking the world today. Shout out to the Bengals. Ooh, boy. Macaulay Culkin is going to the Super Bowl. That's crazy, bro. You went out and beat Mahomes. Mahomes was terrible in the clutch moments today. He was horrible in crunch time. So we've seen that from a couple of QBs. But like I said, pressure prevails. Let's not talk too much about football. Let's keep this thing strictly Pistons. But yeah, man, Pistons as a team, 46% from the field tonight, 38.5 from the three-point line tonight, going 10 for 26, 84% from the free throw line tonight. So, like I said, the Pistons was able to go ahead and hunker down and take control of this game late in the game. We used to have a problem finishing games, but they was able to hunker down late in the game and do what they needed to do to come out with a pretty convincing victory with 115 to 105, man. So I'm absolutely happy with that. Like I said, Cade Cunningham deserves some respect around his league. He continues not to get that. I don't understand why, but he continues not to get the respect that he deserves. So, obviously a part of it is probably because, with the Detroit Pistons. Ayton wants to come to Detroit if the Suns don't pay him. Listen, man, I think the Suns made a move that clearly states that they may make sure that he stays there in the Suns jersey. So, like I said, if the Ayton thing was to happen, fine. But I still don't believe that's going to happen. So we probably be looking elsewhere in free agency for another guy, another big. Hold up, y'all. What? Oh, come on. Come this way. All right. I had to let the dogs in. Son was at the door. It's cold out there. I let these little carpet guys, munchers in. Move. Keep going in and out. I don't know what's going on with the connection right now. Says that it's full bar right now. I don't know if it's just StreamYard or whatever it is, but usually don't have these type of issues. 20-yard line. What do y'all think about this situation, man, with Cade and Evan Mobley, man, this rookie of the year thing? You think the Pistons record is going to affect the rookie of the year situation? You think we got a chance to have a tie at rookie of the year at the end of the year? Or do you think it's just Mobley hands down, man? Like I said, the Pistons, the Cavs are winning, the Pistons are not. What do you think is going to be the outcome at the end of the day? It won't be the first time them two shared a trophy before. It won't be the first time they've done that. Josh for Bamba. Who's going to take that deal? What? Josh Jackson for Bamba? Bro, you have to come up off of more than that for Bamba. What? Think Cade has a chance if he goes to individual rise. I see you rise above. Yeah. I don't know, man. We got a whole another half a season left. Cade just might outright do his thing and win it by himself because he's in a better position to win it outright by himself. Evan Mobley is more of a guy that fits into a system with the Cavs. Cade is the guy on his team. So whenever you're that, you have an opportunity to definitely win Rookie of the Year. That's what I think about the situation. Kidd and Grant Knight, that I still don't understand why they did that. But yeah, Kidd and Grant back in 94, 95. I remember that. But to me, Cade is he has more than enough time to establish himself and make himself the outright Rookie of the Year. You know, I promise you this won't be the last time we see a triple-double this season. And it won't be the last time, you know, like a couple of days ago where he scored 30 plus points. He's going to have those nights because he's just that talented. So my guys hit me up. Mitch Kofsky, he's a Cavaliers fan and also a Philly fan, hit me up about the win with Cade Cunningham. So, yeah. Dropped it for Kojo. Kojo probably is going to be here, bro. You know what I'm saying? We just got to deal with it, Marv. Kojo's going to be here. Boy, I've never seen such a liability on defense, boy. Good Lord. Yeah, absolutely, man. Oh, well, why you say that then, Mitch? You a Philly fan. I know that for a fact. Just for me being on your show. Mobley role player compared to Cade. Yeah, that's what I was just explaining. You know, Mobley is more of a guy that fits into the system of the Cavs. Cade is more of the guy on his team. So he has more than enough time to do what he got to do. Oh, first down. Boy, these playoffs has been amazing. You hear me? Amazing. Amazing playoffs. Another guy hurt. Good Lord. Blanton, get up, shake it off. Drink some water. Kojo kind of grew on me. Kojo kind of grew on you. Yeah, man. Kojo in his rightful role, I have no problem with. Kojo last season when he came in playing his rightful role, I was fine with that. You know, when he's out there, when he don't need to be out there, that's when I was having a problem at the beginning of the season. But you got to understand, you know, not Cade, but Casey was trying to get his veterans out there because we was having those shooting woes at the beginning of the season. And that's another thing I want to explain too, man. Some people think that, you know, Sadiq Bey and Cade and Jeremy Grant couldn't coexist. Listen, Sadiq Bey coexisted just fine last season. Absolutely went to be all rookie. The problem was the Pistons at the beginning of the season could not score the basketball. Everybody was having shooting problems when it came to this team. So the ball had to go to Jeremy Grant because he was the only guy that was making shots. So with this Pistons team that's in a different situation, Stafford. They should be up 2 touchdowns right now if them guys ain't dropped them touchdowns. And you know the people in Detroit going to find some type of way to blame this man if they don't win this game. Unbelievable. But they got plenty of time, though. It's a long game still. Still got 13-plus minutes. But, yeah. Yeah, so at the beginning of the season, we was having those shooting problems, man. Will he regress? No, he will not. He will not regress. I think Grant will be able to come back and fit right into what Cade and Sadiq Bey has been doing, to be honest. You got Diallo out there. You replace that situation, you know, with a Jeremy Grant out there. I would keep Sadiq Bey at the 4 personally and put Jeremy Grant at the 3 and keep it that way. And then bring Diallo off the bench with Killian and you know, the rest of the guys at that 3. That's what I would do personally. But I think he would fit in and do what he got to do. Yeah, he needs to pass the ball, but the Pistons also, they're out of those shooting slumps where they don't just have to pass him the ball and just sit there and watch him. You know, Cade is coming to himself now. So I think that's established. You know, Cade is not a little wet behind the ears rookie, you know, like he was in the very beginning of the season. So we're midway in the season now. I think we understand and we established that Cade is that he's that guy. He's that deal. So like I said, if he comes back and he fits well into the system, this is why I want to see him come back at this stage before we even make the trade. But they're both in protocol, him and Kelly Olynyk. I would love to see that. But there's no way that you're going to tell me that Jeremy Grant is just going to come back and just create a stagnant offense once again in this situation. In the beginning, it was understandable. Guys just couldn't make shots. Saddiq Bey was going through the sophomore slump during that time. Cade was just coming into this thing. You know what I'm saying? Guys just couldn't get it together at the beginning of the season. With this situation, I think it's a little bit better for him. The same way that Kelly Olynyk came and definitely was an instant floor spacer and helped the offense and we pull out a win, I think you can do the same thing with Jeremy. Jeremy Grant for John Collins, I'll take that. But like I said, I don't think the Hawks want that. So, like I said, man, Cade is that guy. Is his team. I don't think we have to worry about that. Yeah, Jeremy Grant wants to be a pivotal part of an offense. I get it. But there's enough basketballs to go around for him. It really is. It's enough basketballs to go around for him. Cade is not a selfish guy. He's not a selfish player. We're talking about, a rookie right now that just dropped a triple-double tonight with 19, 10, and 10 and allow, Saddiq Bey to put up that 31 easily. So I don't think it will be a problem with them sharing a basketball and doing what they got to do. The screens are a little bit better, man. Isaiah Stewart still gets on my nerves sometimes when he doesn't stick with his screens. But, it's been a little bit improvement here and there. Like I said, I've been trying to pay attention to a little bit of those details. Tonight obviously wasn't the night because I'm watching so much football. But I've been noticing that. So, like I said, as long as they can keep who is Jalen Green? I was waiting for somebody to mention him. I was waiting for something, and who else better to do it than my guy Marvin? Jalen Green, where is he on the rookie ladder? Where is he on the rookie of the year ladder? Jalen Green, I know, and it's some of y'all in here. Don't you try to hide. Fess up to it. Some of y'all in here said that we should have got Jalen Green when we drafted Cade. Some of y'all in here said that we should have got Jalen Green. Dave Bing is old and delusional. He need to go use the bathroom and put his diaper on. What's good, Dennis? What's good, bro? But yeah, you got those guys. You know what I'm saying? They think they know everything. Jalen Green's better. Oh, such. Look at Jalen Green, bro. Is Jalen Green helping them win games over there? No, he's not. He's not some all-world 30-point-a-game scorer like everybody kept saying. I said in the very first video about Jalen Green that this player is hella streaky. Did you want to listen? No. Of course, you never listen to anything that I say. So, hella streaky. I understand falling back a game or two. Cade fell back a game and he got back on. I get it. Game or two or three, fine. This guy is streaky. So, yeah, man. Yeah, that definitely was a good blast from the past right there with that Jalen Green situation, man. But that entire team is inconsistent. The entire team is inconsistent. And they actually got trade rumors for John Wall and Russell Westbrook. That would be devastating because you talking about a lot of bricks and a lot of inconsistency. Oh, my God. Those Houston fans, man, they, ooh-wee. Yeah, he's 19. He's 19. And he's going to be a good player. Definitely going to be a good player. I'm talking to that crowd that just knew all of a sudden that when he got in the league, he was the next Kobe. Y'all don't remember that? Y'all don't remember the Kobe comparisons? Don't tell me y'all forgot. Some of these people out here talking about, oh, man, is he the next Kobe? What? Man. Boy. They just cannot stop San Francisco from running the ball. And like I said, if the Rams lose this game, you know who gets the blame. That's just ridiculous. That's sad to see. I made my last video about it earlier today, and I said in my video, I'm not talking about it no more. I've seen enough. You won 2 playoff games and went to the championship. And my team haven't did that in over 30 plus years. So that was my answer right there. I'm done with the argument about the situation. But the Rams, even in those 2 games, tried to give the game away. And Matthew Stafford had to put it on his arm and win. Boy, I tell you. Some things just never change, man. Some things never change. So, but when we look at our Pistons team, man, like I said, we just have to hopefully get these guys back, man. You know, hopefully they'll be back with the condition and situation from this COVID protocol, and we can finally see our veterans on the floor with our young guys. You got to look at the ups and downs and the turmoil that these young guys went through this season. You know, with Cade not being able to start at the beginning of the season, having a late start with the injuries, with Frank Jackson coming from the injury, and then everybody going through the shooting slump, and then the COVID situation, which we still got 2 guys out for protocol right now. Fumble? Oh, 49ers in trouble. But you look at that situation all the way up until now, we still have not had 10 games, ladies and gentlemen. We have not had 10 games with our roster. We have not had 10 games with our roster. That is crazy. A whole half a season gone, we have not had 10 games at least with the guys starting who needs to start, with the guys coming off the bench who need to come off the bench. That is crazy. And we actually heading towards the healthy side while the rest of the league is going on the injury side. Because everywhere you look, somebody is fracturing something. So unbelievable, man. Definitely been an up and down roller coaster, bro. Definitely an up and down roller coaster, man. For whatever it is, the Pistons is going to do what they need to do. The draft is definitely going to be important this year again. I've seen a couple of comments earlier. Don't think I didn't see you guys with the comments, man. Here's the thing. I want you to drop a 7. Drop a 7 in the comments for Jabari Smith Jr. and drop a 6 in the comments for Banchero. Which of the 2 would you rather have in a Pistons uniform? 7 for Jabari Smith and a 6 for Banchero. Who do you want? I want to see who's been watching college basketball. I want to see who's been watching college basketball because, boy, Jalen Smith, that boy is doing his best to be the number 1 pick. You hear me? I mean, driving up the floor, pulling up jump shots, bro, like a guard. Man. Yeah. I see some 6s in here. More 7s, though. More 7s. But I see some 6s, man. I see some 6s in here for Banchero. I think fit-wise, obviously, you want to go, with Smith Jr. as far as fit goes. Banchero is very athletic. He's also 6'10". I think you get better outside shooting. Possibly a little bit better defensive. Not saying that Smith is a defensive player at all, but between the 2, I think you get a little bit more defensive effort and rebounder from Smith. So I got to look at the numbers and see what those guys are doing in those 2 categories. But yeah, I was watching Auburn. I was watching Auburn last week, and I was just like, wow, this dude is the real deal. I even retweeted a couple of things on Twitter about it, man. Dude is the real deal. He's the real deal, bro. Floor spacing is an understatement. Yeah. Yeah, he definitely been hooping a little bit, man. Out of those 3, Chet Holmgren is the best on defense, at least as far as shot blocking. He uses his length. He know how to use his feet and his length to make up for the the disparity with his weight. No, he down. That ain't no fumble. Jabari better than Mobley. Better shooter than Mobley. Mobley got him on the defensive end. Mobley's a monster defensively. He knows how to use that length defensively, man. Blocking shots is his forte. Offensively, yeah. He probably end up being a better player offensively. Yeah, I wouldn't be mad at all either, Don. But the thing is with Chet, only thing I would be upset about with Chet, he's not playing 5 in this league. That's the thing. We're talking about a guy that can come in and play 5. He's not playing 5 in this league. He's playing 4 at best, possibly 3. But no, he's definitely not a 5 in this league. Uh-oh. Trying to draw somebody offside? Clowns. It's the playoffs. Anybody falling for that? I just hit the profile, taking Jabari Smith, whole ground. Yeah, 18, man. 18 years old. And over the years, we've been taking some of the youngest guys in the draft, man. Obviously, we took Killian when he was 10 years old. Just looking at him from last year when we drafted him to not last year, but the year before last when we drafted him, and last year, just looking at the 2 pictures, man, it's like, bro, we literally drafted a baby out here. Punt that ball. Chet 7'1", 110 pounds, bro. I can post Chet up right now, flat out. I weigh, let's see, I probably got about a good 50, 60 pounds on Chet right now at my height, at 6'3". He'll be 19 in May. Yeah, still young. Still very young. Anytime you're under 20, man, it's just like, come on. And the difference with Killian was, he was much skinnier, much younger, but he's coming from France playing in the Euro League. He didn't get to play collegiate basketball. I think if he grew up here in America, played collegiate basketball, we'd be having a different conversation because, like I said, it's a different type of a world here. 19 is this, 0 turnovers in 3 games. Man, what? What? I've been making it known. Y'all been watching my videos, man. No turnovers. That's why I said he's a natural point guard. Y'all seen some of the passes just today, man. The behind the back passes in the lane, Trey Lyles setting up Frank Jackson. Yeah. The only thing we got to wait for is the scoring. That's it. Oh, they always alive. They always alive, man. Yeah, he just got away with one. I seen that play. But then he goes down and throw it to OBJ like he just did. And that's targeted. And that's an extra 15 yards. 49ers about to lose this game doing stupid stuff. Stupid. 49ers, man. I love their defense, though. I wish we had their defense, man. I don't know. I'm talking too much football. I only wanted to come in here and talk to you guys about the game real quick, man, live instead of dropping the video. But I appreciate y'all for coming in here, man. I'm about to get back to it. Got to get my kids together, school tomorrow morning. It's work week this week. So I just wanted to come check the temperature, man. I know you guys was buzzing by that game with Cade cutting ham, having that triple-double with the 19, 10, and 10, man. It definitely was fun to watch. I'm definitely going to be keeping an eye on the NBA and the NBA TV, ESPN, and everything else to see if we get our respect, man. Much love to you too, Vito, and everybody in here, man. Y'all be safe and enjoy your families. Enjoy the rest of this playoff football if you're watching that, man. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. And peace.